Sunday night, about 7:30, the president tweets out this video. And it's 8 minutes and 48 seconds long, which is really long for a tweeted video. There's not much context to this. If you just watch it as it is, you aren't even really sure when some of this footage was taken, where it was taken, what's happening in this. And it's basically just a visual defense of his administration's relief efforts. And so what we did is we went through and tried to find the original source of these video clips, and we found it for almost all of them. Most of these were taken in just the last few days, and it's been in the last week that we've really seen relief efforts in Puerto Rico ramp up. So there is a success story to tell here. There are things happening on the ground, but it's been very recently. The message that's been coming out of the White House is that everything's fine in Puerto Rico.
The federal response has been anything but slow. In fact, there's been an unprecedented push through of billions of dollars in federal assistance.
It is really a good news story.
So this video shows you just a little tiny window into what's happening in some parts of Puerto Rico. It sends the message to those back on the mainland that things are fine, that maybe they don't need to keep making donations.
As a communications signal officer in the United States Army for 28 years, this is the worst I've ever seen.
Un desastre. El presidente de los Estados Unidos.
A large majority of the island still doesn't have power. The parts of the island that do have power, it's not reliable. It goes in and out. Only about 2/3 of people on the island have access to drinkable drinking water right now.
16 lives, it's a lot. But you compare that to the thousands of people that died in other hurricanes.
The president has been very, very frustrated with media coverage of Puerto Rico. He's been very frustrated with the mayor of San Juan, who has been very critical of his administration, of him.
If anybody out there is listening to us, we are dying, and you are killing us with the inefficiency and the bureaucracy.
The government needs to be held accountable. Puerto Ricans are American citizens. We want to make sure that lawmakers are getting the full picture of what's happening on the ground, not just this little tiny window into what's happening in some areas. Congress has already started the process of approving some relief money, but there's a lot more that's going to be needed in the months ahead. And people in Puerto Rico are hoping that they will be treated just as Texans are, just as Floridians are, that they will get enough funding for the great damage that's happened to their island.